What's up everyone, I'm back with another review video today, and I think that with everything surrounding the stock market, people not even knowing what a stock is, so many questions about how do you get into the stock market as a beginner, I think today's video is going to be super relevant for the beginner, as well as the average investor and the veteran investor who wants to learn more about investing apps. So stay tuned. Today I'm going to be going over my experience with the Acorns Investing App, which was the ever so popular investing app that had celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, J-Lo, and A-Rod endorsing it a few years ago.
There's a company called Acorns that we just invested
Acorns?
in. Acorns.
Okay.
Topics I'll be going over in today's video include what Acorns is, what it can do for you as a beginner, as an average investor, or even as a veteran investor, the fees that they charge, and I'll even be taking you behind the scenes into my current account that I've had with them for a little less than a year now, and I'll show you my roundups, everything around the performance of the portfolio, and what I like and what I don't like about them. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to be taking you deep into my account. Now before I get into it, I want to say a really big thank you to everybody who's watched any of my videos and subscribed, anybody who's liked any of my videos. I'm really excited where this channel is going. I cannot believe that I started this channel a little over 2 months ago, and we've already grown to over 200 subscribers as I'm recording this right now. And everybody who's watched my videos, who's liked my videos, I want to say thank you so much. And if you want to help this channel out, all I do is ask, please hit the like button. Let's get this video out to more people who are trying to learn the stock market, beginning investors who want to get in. That's going to really help them. I think this video is going to be really helpful for them. So hit that like button and let's get started. I'd also like to mention that I am currently invested with Acorns. This is not a sponsored video in any way. They're not sponsoring this video, but I did invest with them a year ago. I started an account for mainly the roundups feature and to diversify my portfolio. So I am invested with them. I wanted that as a disclaimer. And like the video, and let's get started. So first, I want to talk about what Acorns actually is. On the most basic level, Acorns is an app that helps you automate your investing. Acorns merges their robo-advisor with their savings tool, which is their roundups feature, making it easier to build your nest egg and to, as they put it, grow your oak. Their most well-known feature is actually what I mentioned earlier, is the roundups, and the reason why I got into Acorns, it allows users to link their credit cards, their bank account, any kind of account that they would make a purchase with, to their Acorns account. And when Acorns recognizes that you made a purchase, they actually round up the difference of the purchase amount to the nearest dollar and invest that spare change, as they call it, into your investment account. This happens every time you make a purchase. So if you make 10 purchases in a day, you'll get 10 roundups. So for example, if you make a purchase for $9.50, they're going to round it up to $10. So that's 50 cents that you're going to be investing into your Acorns account. You can also add a multiplier, which I'll show you when I take you into my account. This can be for 2 times, 3 times, or up to 10 times the amount that your Acorns spare change is invested. So like I mentioned, if that 50 cents from that $9.50 purchase gets invested into your account and you have a multiplier of 2x, that's going to be $1 that is invested into your account. And if it's 10x, that's going to be $5 that's invested into your account. So you can see how this really starts to multiply, starts to add to your investment portfolio. And this is the reason why I chose to join Acorns. And it actually makes me think about every single purchase that I make through them or through using any of my credit cards. Anything but cash, every purchase that I make, actually I have to sit down and think about, oh, this is how much money is going to go into my Acorns account. And it actually kind of motivates me to either make the purchase or to not make the purchase in that aspect. Acorns also allows you and encourages you to add a weekly, monthly, or even a daily recurring investment. So basically you link up your bank account every week, day, or month, whatever you specify, a specific amount of money is basically going to go into your Acorns account. This is their completely automated investing, and it makes it easier for beginners to get started and just to forget about it, right? They set, I want to invest $5 a week for indefinitely, set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
And then you're going to have an account growing with all of the stock portfolio based on what you choose in their Acorns plans. This is basically dollar cost averaging. If you automate it to go into an account specifically every single week, month, or day, this is dollar cost averaging. You're going to catch the market at its lows, you're going to catch it at its highs, and it's going to average out dollar cost averaging, which I'm going to be making a video completely on what an dollar cost averaging actually is, explained, and I'm going to be going into a lot of detail on that and why I do this in part of my Wealthfront, Acorns, Fundrise, all of my accounts that I have invested with my capital, why I do dollar cost averaging rather than just try to buy the dips and try to time the market properly. So I'm going to be covering this entire topic separately, but just know that this automated recurring investment is actually dollar cost averaging. So Acorns has actually added their Earn More feature, in which they have partnered with many big brands. And every time you buy through one of these brands, using your Acorns or one of these credit cards that you have linked with your Acorns, they're going to actually invest in you, is what they call it. And you're going to get a specific amount of percentage or a dollar amount that is specified by the brand. And that's going to be invested right into your Acorns account. It's almost like if you have a cashback credit card or rewards credit card, they usually have a shopping portal where you can go. I have Chase Rewards. So basically, if you go in there, there's probably like 300, 400 different brands that they partner with, and they're going to give you differing amounts of cash back or rewards. That's very similar to what Acorns is doing, except you're investing it into the stock market, and it's given to you through these brands and into your Acorns account to grow your oak, as I mentioned. Think of this like Rakuten or Honey also. So a lot of brands partner with Ebates or Rakuten, and I hope I'm saying that right, and Honey, and basically if you shop through them using their extensions, you're gonna get a cashback percentage. They even help you put in coupon codes. So it's very similar to that. If you want actually one of those browser extensions, you can sign up through my referral link. Again, it helps the channel, and I'm just gonna put them in the description of this video, and let's move on. Acorns also offers Acorns Later, which is their retirement plan, or basically almost like an IRA. And they offer Acorns Early for kids. You can help start putting in money into an investing account for your kids as soon as you have them. And this starts building their oak, getting them started while they're children, and you can start investing into them. Acorns has their own debit card and checking account, which I will be covering later on, and the benefits to having those. But this is called Acorns Spend. So basically you get a debit card and a checking account for a little bit of a higher fee than a normal account. But in my opinion, it actually kind of is a little worth it depending on who your current checking account is with and how much they're charging you fee-wise. It might actually come out to a better percentage with Acorns. So when you're investing with Acorns, what are you actually investing in? Well, according to their site, Acorns invests your money into a portfolio of a variety of exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, like the S&P 500 or the Vanguard Balanced Index Fund. All right, so basically, they're spreading your money and your capital across these index funds that are also spread out among a lot of different companies. According to the site, every dollar you invest is automatically diversified over 7,000 stocks and bonds, and this is all possible due to fractional share ownership in their portfolio ETF. So basically, even if you don't have enough money in your account to buy an index fund that might be worth $50 and you put $5 in, they're going to buy a fractional share of that. So basically, it's going to be 1/10 if you put in $5 and it costs $50 to buy that index fund. A fractional share allows you to get a piece of that, okay? But as I mentioned earlier, Acorns is actually able to do all this because they are a robo-advisor. And what a robo-advisor is a software-based company, or an app in their case, that actually sets trading rules and certain rules for buying stocks when you invest with them. So these rules that I actually mentioned are based on a quick questionnaire that you fill out when you sign up with Acorns. And basically they're trying to gauge where you are at in your life, whether you're a younger investor, an older investor, someone who's nearing retirement. They take into consideration your income, your disposable income, how much you're spending on rent. They take all of this in a questionnaire that you fill out when you first sign up. They spit out an algorithm-based answer of where your risk tolerance is, what kind of account they would recommend. I actually really like this. Even though I'm younger and I'm trying to be more aggressive with my investing now, if I was older, like my father, very much approaching retirement and wanted more safer investments, I don't want to see my account, take a hit like it did earlier this year or last year in 2020. Then I would probably choose a more conservative account. But I like that they recommend it and they make it easy for people, beginners, to really understand what kind of accounts they have. It's really the basis of set it and forget it. Pick your account, pick your roundups, pick your weekly reoccurring automated investing, and then get in there, allow the investment app, the robo-advisor, to do its thing, grow your account. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to go out and pick stocks. You don't have to go out and pick bonds. You don't have to weigh or do a different asset allocation or rebalance your portfolio. It's all done through their robo-advisor. So I really like that. Now, their portfolios consist of different asset allocations based on your questionnaire and your risk tolerance and the different types of investors that they're dealing with. As I mentioned, there's going to be a very conservative portfolio and there's going to be a very aggressive portfolio, and then they have one in the middle as well. So they have a very balanced portfolio. These are all just going to depend on the asset allocation between stocks, bonds, And like I said, conservative is probably going to be all bonds, if not, a very heavily weighted towards bonds. And then aggressive is probably going to be very, very heavily weighted towards stocks. All right, now I'm going to take you into my account. Here you can see the home screen of my account. Okay, so right here, it'll say, "Good afternoon, Joshua," or whoever. And this is going to be your dashboard. Now, excuse this, I can't get rid of it. I actually have my Roundup account linked. I don't know why it says that. But basically, here you'll see all of the different things that you can do, right? So spend smarter, invest for your future. This is your actual account. Later, this is the retirement account that I mentioned earlier. And early for kids, you can sign up for that when you have kids. But what I'll show you right now is the potential of my account. Okay, so what I do like about this is it'll show you based on what I have going on right now, which I have $5 recurring every single Monday going into my account, and I have all my roundups, which are multiplied out by 3x, like I mentioned earlier. And I've had this account for a little bit over a year now, I started as an experiment. I kind of like their roundups feature, and ever since, I've just been kind of letting this go on autopilot. So I'm kind of seeing this for the first time in a while as well. So here I'll show you what you can do is basically you see your roundups, and based on your recurring every day, you can see where you'll be at each different stage of your life. So let's set this for, around 51. I'll have 88,000 based on their 6% annualized return on a year-to-year basis. They average it out by 6%. So that's kind of how compounding interest works anyway. So what you'll see here is 88,000. I like this feature. I don't use it too often, obviously. As I just said, I'm logging into my account for the first time in probably a month. But this is just a hypothetical projection, and you can really tinker around based on your settings, what you're going to be investing on a monthly or weekly or daily basis, and what your roundups have averaged out to. They'll kind of facilitate and incorporate all that into this. You can kind of play around. Let's go back, and I will show you every single thing. So earned money is right here, and these are the brands that Acorns partners with. And really, it's, as you can see here, I have 6 cents here. I don't even know what purchase that was for, but if you have a credit card linked with Acorns and you purchase through one of their affiliated brands, you're gonna get their money invested. So for example here, just right off the top here, Gap, you get 2% invested. 1-800-Flowers, it is close to Valentine's Day, so I can see that one being a big one right now. eBay, 1%. Walmart, 1%. So basically, if I go into a Walmart, pay with the credit card that's linked with this account, I'm going to get 1% back, almost like a cash back or a reward that you would get in addition to the rewards I get back from my credit card. So you can actually stack this really well if you wanted to plan it out. You'll see here, this is what I've invested in the past 30 days, and this is all roundups and my recurring investments. So probably about 4 times 5, so $20 of that is from my recurring investments. So roughly $30 of that is from my roundups. Now, what I do like about Acorns and a lot of these robo-advisors is they will have a knowledge section. So what I actually like to do, in addition to reading the hundreds of magazines that I do around investing, is Acorns actually has a really good knowledge, and they call it Grow Your Knowledge. Obviously, this is all around oak and trees, so it's only fitting. They talk about how you should invest, how you can help your money grow faster, where you can get an investment advice, and what other features does Acorns offer. And these are all just articles, so take advantage of that if you have an account. And right here, you'll see, based on what I was talking about with the referral link, you can see $5 for you, $5 for them. So if you use my referral link down below, you will get $5. I'll get $5. It's a win-win. Nobody has to hate on people who use affiliate links. I know some people do that. No need to hate. You get $5. I get $5. Take advantage of that if you want to sign up for Acorns. Now, I'm just going to go in here and show you some of my roundups. Basically, remind me later, I know. Basically, you can just see here, waiting to be invested. That means that they basically take from your bank account every time you reach $5 in roundups. So you can have multiple purchases that don't add up to $5, but the second you hit a purchase that one of the roundups puts you over $5, it's gonna initiate a transaction with your bank account that you have linked. It's going to pull the $5 and whatever, if there's any leftover money out of your bank account and put it into your investment account. That way, they're not taking, a ton of, cents, smaller transactions out of your bank account, which is just going to lead to chaos. If you're looking at a bank statement, you're going to see a ton of, 60 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent different transactions all coming out of your bank account. They kind of do this to minimize that. So you'll see $5 transactions, sometimes a little bit more than $5. If that, if you were at like $4.99, then the next roundup brings you up to like $6. You'll see a $6 transaction. So as you can see here, since I've been invested with them, I have 932 roundups that equal 1,227 of my own dollars coming out of my account, my bank account, and just being automatically invested in here. And this is what I was talking about. It really, you either are gonna think about each time you make a purchase, think about, how much am I going to be investing with this? Then you can either decide, okay, maybe this isn't a great purchase because it's just going to take more money out and invest it. A cup of coffee, that's $4.05. That's 95 cents. That's going to be rounded up. Maybe you don't need to do that. But I also really like to think about this in terms of like, I'm going to really get a benefit from every purchase that I make, because I have to double think like, okay, if I make this purchase, then I'm going to get this much invested. So, I'm just, every purchase that I make, I'm, guaranteeing that my future is that much more secure. So I actually like that process. So I'm going to show you the performance of my account, which you can see right here. So I've, you saw what I'm putting in on a recurring basis. You saw what I'm putting in through roundups over the past year. And you can see here that my performance is actually up $344 based on the market growth in the past year. I'm up 20%. So that's really, really significant. And what I will say is their fees, they do charge $1 per month, and that's a flat fee. There's no percentage of management. So what I will say is it's not really worth it if you have a small account, but if you have a larger account, a couple $1,000s, $1 is not going to be anything. Okay. So I have $30,000 in my Wealthfront account, which charges a management fee, a certain percentage, and I get charged more than $1 per month based on how much money I have invested with them. So $1 flat fee. If you have $100,000 invested in here, that's really, really good. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're doing this. You can see here my portfolio is moderately aggressive, but I'll take you through all the different portfolios and their breakdowns. So a conservative portfolio is most appropriate for those with short time horizons, close to retirement, or low tolerance for risk. This portfolio is weighted towards fixed income. Okay, so you're gonna have a lot of bonds, as you see here: government bonds, corporate bonds, short-term government bonds, ultra short-term corporate bonds, and short-term government bonds. This is, a very common breakdown of a safe account. Okay, a lot of bonds, not even a single breakdown of stock in there. So as I mentioned, they have some in between conservative and aggressive. So as we move more towards the right here, moderately conservative starts to implement some stocks, and they're, as you can see here, medium company stocks and large company stocks, and then international stocks. But you can see the percentages are very low for the stocks and very high for the bonds. You can see bond here 42%, bond here 18%, and then the largest amount of stocks here is the large company, which are safe companies, right? That makes sense. They're not risky investments. That's 24%. Let's move over to the moderate. So this is right in the middle. This is going to be a very balanced portfolio. It says moderate portfolio is appropriate for those with medium time horizons, moderate risk tolerance. It's a balance between equity and fixed income. Basically, more stocks, less bonds as we move up the chain. Moderately aggressive, this is what I am. A lot of stocks here, as you can see, a lot less bonds. And the difference between here and my Wealthfront actually is my Wealthfront is the maximum risk you can take. My Acorns is a little bit less risky, but I'm doing the dollar cost averaging on a weekly basis and with my roundup, so it's going to be a little bit more balanced. And then very aggressive, as you can see, 55% in large company stocks, 30% in international stocks, and then, it's all stocks. So it's completely opposite direction as the conservative portfolio being all bonds. So I'm going to expand my performance here, and what you can see here is that there was a little bit of a dip, obviously, last year, but it's been consistently growing, and that's because a combination of me putting in money no matter what, right? Like I said, dollar cost averaging, money is going into my account on a weekly basis no matter what. Roundup's being invested every time I make a purchase. So this account's obviously going to grow. But it's actually a really nice growth depending on the, my performance, my account that I have, the certain, my risk tolerance. I've actually seen a really good amount of growth here. So I'm going to continue investing with Acorns. And what I will say is Acorns has its limitations, and it is a robo-advisor, which also, bumps up against some limitations as well. They're not timing the market. They're getting you into ETFs and index funds, which sure, you can do without the fee. You can buy through a company like E-Trade or one of these brokers where you're just buying it and holding it. But I will say Acorns does a phenomenal job at getting a beginner investor into the market without even having to think about it. It's all passive. You set it and you forget it. And it's actually super, super relevant to what's going on lately in the market, with GameStop, AMC, everything. Everybody's trying to find out what stocks are. There's a good proportion of this country and others that don't even know that stocks exist or how to get involved, or that they thought that only wealthy people can have stocks. And that is just so not true. Acorns brings the stock market and puts it into the hands of literally everybody who wants to get involved at a very low cost. And you can start with a very minimum account. You get $5 free if you use the referral link below. And I just really hope you guys got value out of this. So I hope you really enjoyed this. If you want to sign up for Acorns, like I said, I have a referral code in the description of this video. It helps the channel out. It'll help you out. You get $5 free. I get $5 free. I think that's the promotion that's running currently. And at the time, I'm actually running a giveaway. So you can also sign up for the giveaway down below for my entire community, my subscribers, and everybody watching this video. You're free to enter. There's no purchase necessary. Click the link down in the description. Go to the giveaway page. I'm giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. What I would ask is for everybody who's watching this and who signs up for the giveaway, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more helpful videos just like this. I'm going to be covering a lot of personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, marketing. I'm going to be doing a lot of different stuff. So subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please like this video. That helps the channel. This will push the video out to a lot of different users and help them out in their quest for learning about the stock market, investing. I appreciate it. And until the next time,